Yeah, they just made this giant. The papacy went into league with a bunch of other weirdos to create this multi-faith center, right? So in Abu Dhabi, they built this giant uh, temple to monotheism, which is supposedly Christianity, Judaism, and Islam in these three giant, ugly. They look like spaceship, structures. And that's one of the first steps towards, I think, this movement towards a generic world religion. So it's kind of sophisticated. I mean, in one way, it's sophisticated. Another way, it's cheesy as to how they do it in terms of what you're asking. One way they do it is to say that, oh, well, we're all guilty and everybody has committed atrocities and we've all been wrong, which is true. I mean, I'm sure there's been, bad sides or bad actions on both sides of, historical wars and crusades. Sure. But then the answer is that, so now we'll give you the solution, right? So the problems of the past have produced the reaction of today's disgruntled, dissatisfied religious world. So don't you want now the globalist solution of a new world religion? And this is actually, you can go back to people like Auguste Comte, who was one of the, Illuminate confirm, who posited the idea of a civic social religion. So basically, he said that we could just create a civic religion, and the global state, because he was a globalist, he was a socialist, basically just make up a religion and sort of trick the people into it. And goes back to Plato's noble lie, which is that the state has to create giant lies to control the masses. So really, I think there's no better example of that than the emerging world religion, whatever that's going to be. And the papacy, I think, will be at the forefront of that for sure. If you can get the majority of the Islamic world and the papacy together, I mean, that's just huge numbers. That's like 2 billion people, right? So I think that's the geopolitical motivations are what's really behind this in terms of pushing for a world religion, to support the world state.
Do you think they would use the excuse, and I've heard a lot about this doing the research, that most of these gods were amalgamation, like say Jesus Christ as a figure is amalgamation of this God and a bit of that one and that one. Maybe they would use the excuse of saying, well, you were all worshipping the same gods anyway. We just had to make you think you weren't.
Yes.
Could that be used?
Exactly. That's a great point. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. I was just thinking. Yeah, I was thinking of they use a lot of guilt manipulation, but the basic idea that, oh well, all the world religions have always just been evolving, and so we've all been just sort of grasping after some amorphous unknown thing. That's absolutely right. Yeah, you nailed it.